Sometimes map study pays off. Alright guys, so this video is kind of going to be about my practice on Smith Lake. I also wanted to do kind of like breaking down how I practiced and what I did to get myself where I feel like I'm in good shape. I'll preface this by saying my practice started like the week of August 27th, which was a Saturday, going all the way through the tournament, which was, what day was that? Tournament was September 24th. So that was the time frame that I'm working with. So a couple things were going on. One, my boat, I was having boat issues. I had boat issues since the end of July. They're fixed now, but like I basically blew the harmonic balancer in my engine. It's a known issue with the blue 4-stroke Yamahas. Problem was my boat was built, I think, a month before they started putting the new parts on, the new improved part on the motor. So that sucked because I was a month away. That motor was a month away from being good. So we had to get that fixed. Then it was idling too low. So like trying to scan was not happening. You couldn't scan because it would shake the entire boat. That's how bad the idle was. Got all that fixed. So that, taking it to the dealership to get the idle fixed, happened after my first day of practice. And I will show you the only good fish. I'm going to talk about it, but I'll show you the only good fish that I caught right now. That was the only good fish I caught. So I put in a Smith Lake Dam because that's where we were putting in for the tournament. I ran all kinds of docks and points and rock piles and all kinds of stuff that I knew of, that I had on my units. I'm going to check all that stuff, all the stuff that I've already caught fish on. So I run up, all the way almost to all the way in Dismal Creek, catching stuff, or Dismal Branch, whatever they call that area. So west, I run west, and I'm not catching nothing. Like, I've got some followers, but that's it. Then, it's been 4 or 5, so it was about 11:30. So I got there at daybreak, 11:30ish. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to where I've caught a bunch of good fish before. Or I'm gonna call them good, but I'm talking overs. I'm talking keepers and overs. So unders and some overs. So I run all the way up towards the park, areas up there. And that's when I get that fish. And I'm gonna tell you, he was trying to tell me a lie, but I caught him. I caught him in his little lie. So when I caught that fish, he had a mouthful. He was spitting them up like crazy, of crawdads. He had some crawdads, and I'm talking about they might have been 2 to 3 inches long. Crawdads, little bitty things. So I immediately start throwing it in my head, going, because I caught him on swimbait. But I start thinking, geez, are they on their own crawdads? Should I be throwing a Ned rig? Should I be throwing a Ned rig with like a Ned crawl? I think that Strike King Ned crawl, Berkeley. I think that Berkeley's got a little crawl. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a little bitty crawl. Man, I start pulling those out, rigging them up, not catching nothing. Go back to the swimbait, catch a couple more little fish, nothing big. I don't have any of that footage because I've been having an issue with my GoPros overheating. So tried a bunch of stuff, but they're still overheating. So that day ended with me marking down in my notes and everything, going, next practice, I'm starting at the park and I'm staying up there. Because that's where I got a good fish. Because I think that fish was close to 3. It's like, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to figure it out. Because I want to pick one area of the map and I'm gonna pick one area and I'm gonna start breaking it down. That's the best way for me to do it. That's how I like to practice. If I'm gonna fish on Guntersville, if I'm gonna fish on Wheeler, if I'm gonna fish any lake and it's a tournament, I'm gonna pick one section of the lake, whether it's the low end, the middle, the upper end, and that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna be running. I don't want to run all the way down to the bottom end of Guntersville and fish and then go, I'm turning around and go all the way back up. I'm gonna pick an area and that's how I'm gonna stay. So that's how I decided my practices. So, okay, day one practice going. I got that one fish. I know exactly where I'm gonna keep my stuff going. So the next weekend is Labor Day. I go and drop my boat off at my brother's shop, Chattanooga Fishing Fund. They're the one that fixed my boat. They're the one that fixed got the idle working right. So give those guys a shout if you need some work in that area. They'll do you right. So took my boat, dropped it off. AK turned 5. I know little AK's 5 now. Gonna get it all teary-eyed. But AK turned 5, so we had her birthday party. Then we go to the beach, and oh man, we had a blast on the beach. I'll put some pictures up right here. Maybe I'll show a little bit of beach time. We're catching fish there at the beach. Knowing I don't have a boat, my boat's fixed that week, but I spent more time practicing on this right here, on the old tablet. That's how I did a lot of my practice. I used Google Earth, I used Lowrance App, and I broke down, I'm going to just call it that upper Smith Lake Park area of the map. I broke it down. I started finding myself every point, every hump, every rock pile that I could see on Google Earth. If I could see brush, if I could see stumps, I broke them all down and put them, I'm gonna get my tablet going, and put them in my Lowrance app. Because now all I have to do is hit some buttons and my units will suck all these waypoints into them. And then I can go try them out. So this right here was my key, big key to me figuring out what I wanted to do. First day of practice told me what I want to do. 2 weeks of spending nothing but map study. It's telling me exactly where I wanted to go. Breaking down that one piece of the map. And that's what I want to tell you. Break down one piece of the map and then you can go and practice on it. There's no replacement for time on the water, but there's things you can do off the water that can make it where you have some advantages when you get on, make you better on the water. So all that, let's go watch day 2 of practice, get some hook sets in, and I will kind of tell you what I'm doing there. And then we'll come back and we will let you know what my plans are going into the tournament. So with all that said, let's go watch some hook sets and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm getting some rods ready. Saw some blow-ups in this area, changed some baits around, so let's see what happens. There they go, blowing up. It's crazy how they're blowing up. They were schooling all out in like the channel out in the middle of no man's land. You can kind of see the bigger fish compared to the smaller fish when they're blowing up. This one's all over it. Big.
So in the next couple of videos, you're going to hear me talk about overs a little bit, overs and unders. Smith Lake has a slot limit. 13 and under are keepers, and then 15 and over are keepers. So people talk about overs and unders a lot.
Over. Yeah, we got an over. Golly. Strong. That's kind of we need.
So one thing that I do while practicing and during the tournament is I'll actually weigh my fish to see how I'm sitting. Also helps me cull quicker. Because, you know, if I've got fish that are about the same size, I know what color to a cull instead of having them weigh each and every fish against the fish that's new. So this fish is all over that bait before he finally gets it.
Let's see the under. Let's see the under. He's under.
So I tried drop shotting and shaky heading on a bunch of brush piles, just couldn't get nothing going. That one fish still in my mind. You're gonna see me reach back and put my foot on that rod here in a minute because I was in a brush pile. I didn't want it to go swimming. That's a expensive combo right there. Oh, this is a beautiful blow up. Here we got a slot limit fish.
Not a keeper. Fat and eating healthy.
Alright, so this is where it gets fun and I'll learn something that carries over to next week. I start doing some scanning and I see balls of bait. And I mark the balls of bait, I mark the fish around the balls of bait. And basically set my boat up and start using active target to find the bait and make my cast. This is a big key to how I do in the tournament and like learning in general. Something awesome. that fish, it thumped when I'm like jumped, the rod jumped when it hit.
Oh, that's what we was after. There's what we've been after.
So that was a 3-pound fish. I feel like 2.5 pound and better gives it the best shot to win on the lake. Having all overs doesn't hurt, but the bigger fish do matter. Here we go. I'm doing the same thing I just did, except in a different area. This is a cut on a long point that I found a tree with some shad or some bluebacks and some fish on it. So just trying to duplicate what I did earlier. I'm using my active target to get all lined up. I cast that one right on its head. It hit it on the way down. I'll try to act nonchalant as the other bass boats go by. I love the sound of that drag ripping.
Get us another one. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm feeling good. We feeling good. Like catching overs like it's nothing. Got an area, man. They blowing up. They schooling big time on the bluebacks. I've seen some big ones blowing up on some bluebacks. If I can get a couple of those big ones, pair a couple of those big ones with a bunch of overs. Oh, we good business. So got that topwater bite. I'll go ahead and show you what I was using. So this is what I was using right there. This is, I mean, the bait's still on it. That is an Evergreen SB 105. Try to order some more of these. We prior to the tournament, but my dyslexia got to me a little bit, and I ordered some 150s. Too big. So if anybody needs some 150s, hit me up. I got two. I'll say pretty good, pretty cheap. So I can get rid of them. I'm throwing it on a SV, Tatula SV, Daiwa Tatula SV. It's my top water rod that I really like. It is a Voca Pro 7.2 medium regular action. I really like this for my top water. Holds them, keeps them pinned. Really love it. So we went from doing, that was my top water bite, and then I went to scanning. And all I was really planning on doing was scanning those areas that I'd found on my tablet and all that map study. So I went to scanning, but when I figured out that I could see those balls of shad, or not shad, herring, and then stop and cast. And that first time I did it and caught that 3, lock it down, I got my plans. Then I went and did it at another spot. Again, lock it down. We know what we doing. And it's gonna be fire. So, show y'all just this little, what I was throwing. I threw a bunch of other baits, just trying them out, but for the most part, that's what I was throwing. Is a little Kitech, I wanna say it's electric shad, on a 1/4 ounce Scottsboro tackle, Hellfire finesse ball head. This is a Cobb series. I want to say it's a 7.1. Yep, 7.1 medium, extra fast action spinning rod. And this is a Fuego, I think. A Daiwa Fuego. Yep, Daiwa Fuego 20-pound test braid, 8-pound test fluorocarbon leader. And I want to say it's, actually, I think that's Daiwa Samurai. Or the Daiwa fluorocarbon leader, because I bought some to try it out. But dude, y'all saw it. I'm stoked. I can't wait to next week. I mean, I'm losing sleep. I'm just ordering stuff. I gotta get me some 3-inchers, some 3-inch swim baits. I got a couple different brands. Trying to order me some top waters, like I said, and mess up and order 150s instead of 105s, because I'm like that sometimes. But we're all good. Guys, if you haven't already, go down and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like the video. And make sure you ding that bell, because I got 2 more videos in this little series. And maybe more, but at least 2 more videos. I've got the tournament day, and it was fire. It was fire. Dude, I can't wait. I'm ready to go back down to Smith Lake, because it's only going to get better. The cooler that it gets, it's only going to get better. I can't wait. And I've got an active target video breaking down some of the active target footage that I saw. So if you haven't already done that, go do it, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, probably next week. So till then, tight lines, stay safe. We'll see you on the water.